imagine?
I don't want to. You better not fumble this
I
one.
hope he fumbles.
You want the attention.
Gary, I put themes on the back of all these cards, which we're going to spread out here. And you're going to pick your players, your cards.
This is amazing.
It's great, isn't it?
Is that Mark Sanchez?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It is, eh? It's great. I was super happy. Okay. So, we're going. You just point and then I'll take it and I'll
I'm going
read
to
the
start
back.
with my man, who
Go.
was in a lot of ways the first VaynerMedia client ever.
Okay.
Because when I first started talking to the Jets, I said, how about you give me a player and I'll prove it to you as a player and then we'll prove it. So Kerry Rhodes, Hollywood.
$. So the question that goes with this card,
This is fun already.
it is, eh? How do you monetize a blog on the internet?
It baffles me, Tammy, that people even debate this. We live in a world where monetizing eyeballs and impressions has been long established. A newspaper, yes, sold the paper for 25 cents, but let's be honest, it was the full page from Saks Fifth Avenue or the half a page from Toyota that paid the money. If a blog makes traffic, you know, it's so funny. TechCrunch, Mashable, Gawker, Curbed, all these networks, they're all up 50, 80, 200% right now. See, the news is about traditional people like Vogue and GQ and Condé Nast, and they're all down. When the hell did they become the world? They're not the world. The reason they're losing is because they don't know what the hell they're doing in these new places. You monetize through advertising.
But what if you're not a gawker? What if you're just me? I'm an individual
Then you
person
don't.
and I start my
Yeah, but
blog.
you
How
don't-
do I live? How do I make money?
You don't at first. You can't quit your job. You can't. It's not fair. You don't have the chops. You just started. You know, you've got to pay your dues. That being said, if you came to me, and I'm speaking strictly about you, with your gusto and your energy and your chicken pox marks, and you said to me, Gary, listen to me, I'm going to blow this site up. And this is what it's going to be about, and I'm all in. I'm all in.
You're gonna
and I'm going to do it. You can buy me for the next year. I want $25,000 sponsorship, $100, $2, whatever it is. But you can have my ad buy, pre-roll, 15 seconds to the videos, this spot on the website. You can have it right now. But I promise you that if you don't buy it now, I'm going to blow this up, and it's going to be a lot more expensive inventory-wise. Do you want to make a call? People invest in people. And if an entrepreneur came to me and said, I'm doing this wine site, and gave me that pitch, if you were doing a wine site, I would buy the ads for the year right now. Bart Scott
Content.
is king.
Content is king.
Content's value has never been lower. Content's importance has never been higher. Ooh, I like that. That's
Should we mark that down?
Yeah, hold on. 1 second. I never charged it, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's mark it down on a piece of paper.
On the paper, that's so 1947.
I know, I was going to say, this is...
There's so much more content out there that you can't sell or monetize it to the way you used to be able to. On the flip side, I think every brand and everybody in the world needs to be in the content game. Voice, personal brand, companies. So every employee and every brand should be pumping out content every day. You have to go get your audience. People pump out content and they go to sleep. It's not about the content, it's about the grind and the hustle. If you're making such great videos on YouTube that are so funny, and you're not emailing every humor website, to the day you can't sleep. If you made such a funny video, how are you not emailing comedy.com, Funny or Die, 94 hours of the next 95 hours that you're alive? You're not emailing everybody saying, hey, I made this video, I think it's awesome. I don't want to spam you, but I'm cold emailing you, and I'd love for you to check it out, and I'm hungry, and I'd love to do anything for you, and if you want me to edit your videos, I'll do it. Just check this out, maybe give it a little love. You can get 7 people that talk about it. 7 big people.
Okay, TV. You had a lot of deals to do many TV shows, and you said no to all of them. Why?
Because I'm an entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs can't sign deals that lock them up for 5 years when it's their personal brand that they're monetizing. Not when they don't believe TV is going to be as powerful as it is today in 5 years. That being said, I would do a TV deal tomorrow if it was structured in a way where I had a lot of ownership, if not all of it, and I had complete creative freedom and enormous network support. A lot of people say, Gary, you call about TV going down and all this. More people are watching television now than ever. You know, they'll throw these stats at you. More people were buying CDs than ever the day before the iPod came out. Culture shift products. The day, like I did the demonstration, that you walk into your home and you can watch anything you want from your handheld, your phone, and you hit enter, it starts playing on your TV, and the cable company doesn't control it, the internet does, this day is all over.
Hot dog is about personal branding.
We're dealing in a non-resume world where everything you are and who you are is what you are, and it's monetizable if you want to go there. Personal brand is basically who you are. It's your digital footprint. You know, it's the world. I mean, that I think is going to expand dramatically because it's how you'll get another job. It's how you're going to spend a business. It's how you're going to get investors in your idea. It's something everybody needs. It's your equity. You are in control if you've got the chops. And if you're good about talking about politics and cooking and, you know, wine, then you can do it. Which is why in the book I talk about owning your name. Because when you own your name, you can go anywhere. This guy wasn't on the Jets until 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They just re-signed him. And it's fascinating. So I want to go with Justin Miller as a welcome to being back as a New York Jet.
Right.
After 3 years.
Okay, so this one is about how your analogy of social networking equals cocktail party. I wanted you to talk to us about that.
So this is one of my favorite analogies I have. Brands and an agency like this, and what I've always done traditionally, we're used to saying, this is the best wine. Here's an ad, Opus One, $69.99, buy it from us. This wine's good. We've always sold to. We've always given a presentation. Social media is a cocktail party. The only way you're going to be able to sell is you come to the cocktail party, you meet, oh, we talk about current events, nice to meet you. You know, maybe I'll give you my card at the end. I'm definitely not closing you. This is about being there and answering, and more importantly, being responsive. You know, at a cocktail party, you don't just talk the whole time. You listen. You listen. And so it's imperative for people to understand that they've got to be in the trenches. They've got to be in all these social networks, all of them, as many as they can handle. And any place that your brand is being talked about, when did it not become a scalable business model to actually care about your customer? When did that day come? Now we're in a very word-of-mouth game. I'm going to talk about word-of-mouth my whole life because that's what converts. That's just what converts. I'm going to listen to my friend more than the ad in GQ magazine.
Caring.
I like that one. In a world where everybody knows everything about everybody and brands are more exposed than ever and it's all out there, caring is, I mean, who do you love more than your mom or your dad or your brother or sister, or if you're not that fortunate, the people that care about you the most?
So why do you think so many companies don't care about their customers?
Because
It's that simple.
Because it's hard, expensive and hard. And because it didn't matter as much before. Because word of mouth was not the backbone of our marketing society. Selling to people was. And so if you pissed off a customer because you didn't care enough, you could only tell 10 people. Let's go with Coach.
Okay.
It's for Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan.
Yes.
So we're going back to the roots of this question.
Okay.
Hold on. Ginazzi.
Oh! Yes, very
We
good.
want to talk about your childhood.
I remember not getting anything I wanted, and I lived a very different life than people that had stuff, and so my mom's frugal to this day. And so it shaped me because it made me hungry. You know, it gave me a sense of hard work. My parents made me work when I was 15. I think I had the advantage of having less.
So we're down to
Braylon.
the last one.
Braylon's been an amazing addition to our team this year. It used to be a Brown a few minutes ago.
Yeah. One.
It's weird that it ended up being last.
One.
It's interesting, right? I think that's kind of weird.
I wanted to know, how did you start this passion for wine?
It started with a passion of helping my family business, which is all this other stuff, you know? And this is kind of a really cool video because I love wine, and I love it so much, but I love all this stuff. And wine comes next. And that's okay. You know, just because I made my name in wine first, I did it doing all this stuff. All this stuff made anybody know that I did this.
Well, best of luck, Gary Vaynerchuk. Thank you for being with us. Pleasure.